use the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears.
I repeat, Mayday, Mayday, the good ship Ghostlight is under attack. I repeat, Mayday, we may be going down. Lost at sea. Enemy in sight. Stay tuned for further details. SS Ghostlight coming under attack. Mayday. Mayday.
So tell me, twat, what's the plan?
I think we should work to get public opinion on our side. Then we make pirate radio totally illegal on the grounds that they are endangering the lives of the brave men and women of the nation's shipping community, upon whom the economy and fish and chip shops of the country depend. And if they try to defy the law, we take them out.
Splendid.
I think we can call it the Marine Offences Act.
The Marine Offences Act. I like it.
Okay, so here's what came in the mail today from Podbean, who hosts this podcast. Spotify, takedown notification. We received a takedown notice from Spotify regarding the removal of your podcast/episodes from their platform. Please see the message below from Spotify. For any questions or assistance, please contact Spotify customer support directly. Forwarded message. Hello. It has come to our attention that this podcast may contain content that infringes the intellectual property rights of a third party. While this claim is under investigation, this content has been taken down. To learn about appeals options, please visit here. Abuse of our processes may restrict your ability to submit requests in the future. Please be advised, Spotify has a policy to terminate, in appropriate circumstances, the accounts of repeat infringers. If we do not hear from you within 5 business days, we will assume that you consent to the takedown. Thank you for your cooperation. Spotify Content Protection. From Spotify? They are taking offense at us playing music, but not sufficiently remunerating artists. You have got to be kidding me. According to the Spotify website, artists can expect to earn roughly $0.003 to $0.005 per stream. If the song streams over more than 1,000 times, that is. Tracks must have reached a threshold of at least 1,000 streams in the previous 12 months to be included in the record music royalty pool calculation. And just to cut that possibility down even more, there's also a minimum number of unique listeners required for a track to become eligible. So, if you break that number of 1,000 unique streams, 1,000 different listeners, at the end of the year, they send you $3. And they're worried that my 51 listeners, who get to hear a song one time, embedded in the middle of a podcast, are ripping off their artists. You know, the law on this kind of stuff is different all over. On Vimeo, my movie montages got taken down a few years ago because there was a little bit of Beatles music in the background of 3 different movie clips that I posted over the space of a few months. On YouTube, they let you know if a clip, usually music, has a copyright issue, but 95% of the time, they allow it. More than 95, almost always. As you will know if you use the YouTubes to listen to your music. Billions of songs posted by fans. All fine. But it sounds like the radio signal from the good ship Ghostlight will no longer reach listeners through the Spotify app. In fact, they're probably not even hearing this. It's not clear whether other platforms will shut down Ghostlight Radio, whether my home platform, Podbean, will close my account, quite possibly. Time will tell. But our fate may be the same as the intrepid broadcasters on that splendid quasi-documentary film, Pirate Radio.
But make no mistake, they will come after us.
Let them try.
So, faithful followers, the end is nigh. We bid you farewell with dignity and pride. We thought we'd never die, but, well, we can't fight City Hall. And so, take care, be good. Listen to the music. It's a good thing to do. It's the count. Counting down and out for the count at last. 3, 2, 1. And the rest is silence. Only kidding, dude! Let's rock!
People try to put us to down. My generation, just because we get around. My generation, things they do look awful. My generation, I hope I die before I get old. My generation, just my generation, baby. Why don't you all fade away? Don't try and dig what we all say. Trying to cause a big sensation. I'm just talking about my generation. My generation, my generation, baby.
All right, Ned, we had a good night, but that thing you see shining through the window is the cold light of dawn. And I don't want you all to imagine that they won't be coming after us with the full force of the law to crush our testicles like grapes. But don't despair completely, because I'm glad to tell you I've come up with quite a clever little plan.
Legend.
All hands on deck, eh?
Our leader!
I just hope it works.
Of course it will work.
Okay, so here's the clever little plan. Email me. soulfood@ronreed.org. That's 2 E's in read.org. And I'll make a blind copy email list for Ghostlight Radio listeners. And if there are enough of you, the Ghostlight Radio crew will record the occasional broadcast and send you the sound file by email, soulfood@ronreed.org. Maybe I'll also post it on YouTube. Send you a little link to that, except then we get interrupted by ads, and I really hate that, so maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I could put the sound files up on a blog and send you a note whenever there's a new one to play. But anyway, that's all to be sorted out. For now, you let me know if you want in. soulfood@ronreed, 2 E's in read, ronreed.org. We'll figure out a workaround if there are enough Ghostlight aficionados to make it worth the trouble. And if not, maybe this is God's or Daniel X. Pretty sure Daniel doesn't know the difference. Maybe it's his way of telling me to let this thing go and focus on my other projects. God knows, though Mr. Eck probably doesn't, there are more than enough of them. 6 more hours of date movie montage to build, a 2-hour clock montage, a Damien reading coming up, top 10,000 in November. Maybe start writing a play with Morris Ertman. We've been talking about it. I mean, who needs the pirate life, am I right? Well, if you do, let me know. soulfood@ronreed.org.
Good night, Miss C.
Good night, sir.
D-Day for Radio Rock at last.
Indeed, sir.
That's D for death. Since they're not ready to go willingly, I'm afraid very nasty is our only option.
So that's that. Maybe there will be more Ghostlight episodes that show up in your podcast feed. Maybe there won't. If they jam our signal that way, maybe there'll be enough of you that we continue this show some other way. But if not, Rockin' Ronnie wants to leave you with one last tune. Times are hard these days, aren't they? And they may get harder. Pirate radio is the least of the many things that are in jeopardy right now, and that stuff is worth paying attention to from time to time. And those things are worth doing something about if you can, even in small ways. They can add up. But those things are not worth paying attention to all the time. Listen to the bad news, but pick your moments. And the rest of the time, live. Here's an artist who calls himself Classified, a.k.a. Luke Boyd from Enfield, Nova Scotia. And he's joining forces with Calgary's own Jan Arden. Here's the acoustic version of their song called Good News. You can find it on the YouTubes, or probably on Spotify. But right now, you can find it right here on Soul Food Ghostlight, pirate radio, for the listener who isn't about to give up hope. Nil carborundum illegitimi.
I've been waiting for some good news, for the clouds to part and let the light shine through. I want to wake up to a better tomorrow, 'cause I've had enough. Where is the trust? Where is the truth? It's about time for some good news.
And I'm just happy to be breathing. I ain't trying to see what's on the newscast this evening. Nah, I don't need no reason. Music in the air, got the Grammys on the cable. Dinner on the plate, whole family at the table. This at home cook, hit the soul, take your shoes off. This that feel good, yell it loud from the rooftop. This that snow day, all the kids taking school off. This that fresh air, hitting me on my afternoon walk. And I've been waiting for some good news, good news. I'm just trying to get my foot loose. And we've been dealing with the wrong things so long. The smallest things can make it right, that's why we hold on for some good news.
I've been waiting for some good news, for the clouds to part and let the light shine through. I wanna wake up to a better tomorrow, 'cause I've had enough. Where is the trust? Where is the truth? It's about time for some good news. Tell me something good.
I've been waiting for some good news. I've been waiting for some good news. Look, I'm feeling like we never talk about what's going right. My daughter's smiling cause her braces fixed her overbite. And she's excited cause her friends are staying overnight. It's just the simple things that we get out of life. Forget the drama all around me, I don't wanna hear it. I swear the more you talk about what's going wrong, that's when you start to fear it. And this ain't that, this is payday with a pay raise. This that walking away with the W on game day. This that good luck, yeah we praying for it. This that fast food drive through and the guy in front's paying forward. Help somebody, all that other shit just ain't important. And watch what happens some more when you be waiting for some good news.
I've been waiting for some good news.
Me too.
For the clouds to part and let the light shine through. I wanna wake up to a better tomorrow, 'cause I've had enough. Where is the trust? Where is the truth? It's about time for some good news.